So, ang ano ko is, let's talk about employee disposition. Inimpisahan ko na ito kanina, gagawin ko lang mas systematic. Okay? Customer service is each employee's approach to his regular duties. In other words, you do not talk about customer service pag kaharap mo na yung customer. Kahit wala kang kaharap na customer, you are, in fact, doing something for the customer. Let me give you an example. In my office, I have some staff, but the staff are frontliners, and some of them are people who handle the money, and so they don't really talk to the deans, talk to the students. But then I always say, for instance, to my money person who disburses all the budgets, I tell her, Monette, every time you're late, somebody's salary is late, okay? So that is your customer. If you're late, if you don't run after me for a signature, we're not fulfilling our turnaround obligation. That is service. But you see, Monette never really is face-to-face with these people we are paying the salary for. But when she is very good at her job, making sure it's finished at the end of the day, that is, in fact, customer service orientation. Okay? So that, okay, customer service is each employee's approach to the regular duties. It is not only when we're talking to people. Okay? A company is only as good as each employee's performance. Nobody, absolutely nobody, is ever too low not to be able to contribute to a company. I'll give you another example. Matagal na akong daing sa aming VP-Admin dahil yung aming tagalinis ng banyo sa administration building ng Ateneo, tamad. Sabi ko, ano ba naman yan? Nandito na lahat ng opisyal. Tamad na tamad. Pero ngayon, the last 6 weeks, meron kaming magaling. Kaya, nung nakita ko siya, sabi ko, galing-galing mo! Galing-galing mo, sipag-sipag mo. Tapos napapansin ko, pumupunta siya lalo sa office ko, naglilinis siya lalo. Kasi binati ko siya. Kasi talaga hindi ako nagbuwala. Frustrated talaga ako sa lahat ng nilagay nila. Tapos ngayon, finally, meron kaming magaling. Do you know that she contributes to my day? I do my job well during the day because I'm not aggravated by a dirty toilet. And she's a janitress. And it's not true. Nobody is too low in the organization that they don't contribute to us doing a better job at the tasks that we do. We all contribute to service orientation. Okay? We just don't know it because we don't pay attention to the greater dimension of our work. Okay? So that a company is only as good as each employee's performance. So that, how do we develop this disposition? Again, I say, over time. Let's do it consistently over time. So what is the disposition? Ang tawag sa Tagalog dyan, ugali. Diba? Ang tawag sa Tagalog ng disposition ay ugali. Mahirap buuin ang ugali, mahirap din baguhin. Mahirap baguhin ang ugali. Okay? So, what are the qualities of employee disposition that will give excellent service? Excel. We have to have the passion for excellence, to do our best even when nobody's watching. Honestly, you don't have to raise your hand. How many of you feel you've given it your best shot? Come on. Not yet? Okay lang yun. Marami kayo kasama. So we haven't given it our best shot. Ang tanong doon, bakit? Why haven't we given it our best shot? Okay. I have some examples for you. When you try to excel, okay, it means excelling for what? What do you excel for? Some people excel. Sino dito honor students nung nag-graduate ng college at saka high school? Please raise your hands. Honor students. Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Dalawa lang sila.
student ka, when you excel, yung unang beses nakatanggap ka ng medal, sarap nun eh, di ba? Ang sarap-sarap nun. Nakaka-addict yung medal. So gusto mo na makakuha ka ng medal. Pag kunyari, pinuri ka ng boss mo, ang galing mo maglinis ng banyo. Okay? Nakaka-addict yun eh, di ba? Okay? You want to do even better. Guys, I just want you to think about this. Think about it when you go home, please. Ask yourself the question, honestly, why am I doing my best? Or why am I not doing my best? In my job, and if the answer is no, please ask yourself, where are you doing your best in? Kasi para sa akin, tragedy yun pag hindi mo ginagawa yung kabuhayan mo ng mabuti. Kasi, saan mo nire-reserve yung energy mo? Sorry pag nangungunsya ako. Diba? Kasi, kung hindi mo gagawin yung trabaho mo ng mabuti, saan mo igugugol yung galing mo? Computer games? By the way, na-stroke ako noong 9/2/16. Ang unang tinanong sa akin ng doktor, ilang oras ka nagko-computer? At nagko-computer ka ba yung pag nakahiga mo? Yes. Sabi niya, alam mo ba, that's one of the leading causes of strokes. Kasi you don't sleep well because the glare, okay, does not allow you to sleep soundly. So, sinadya ko lang yung para matakot kayo at hindi ma-uwi. So I wanted to say, if you want to be very good in computer service, the very first thing I think, the first disposition we should develop is this thirst for excellence. This passion to excel. Guys, when you excel, people notice, people will reward you. And more importantly, you feel good about yourself. And no amount of money can take the place of you feeling good about yourself. Okay. Passion to excel, even when no one is looking. Okay. However, you should have the passion for excellence, not just for yourself, but for the team, your team in the company, your company, and service to others. And this is where I want to talk about LeBron James. Nakailang team na si LeBron James? Diba? Nakailang team na siya. So walang team loyalty si LeBron James. Diba? Yung mga matatanda, kilala niya siya. Pangalan niya, Magic Johnson. Okay? Si Magic Johnson was the one calling the play when he was playing. He was a team man. Unlike Jordan, who was the star. But Magic Johnson was a team man. He was good, not just for himself, but he was good for his team. He did it for his team. Guys, advertisement. Wala na kaming keeper. Pero mas magaling kami na. Mas magaling. Dahil wala kaming star. Pag may star, masyadong dependent sa star. Okay. Wala kaming star, ang lakas ng teamwork ng Ateneo. Okay. Sana manalo pa kayo. So, when a person is very good for himself, he is not necessarily good for his team, okay? It doesn't follow that if you're excellent, but you're excellent for yourself, you're good for your team. Think LeBron James. Okay? Think Magic Johnson. Those are two different icons. For me, Magic Johnson, anytime. And then, you have to learn to notice. There is a difference between seeing and noticing. Right? Anong kaibahan ng seeing at noticing? Pag nag-notice ako, mabilis ang mata. Nanonood kayo ng Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
Deduction yun eh. Alam niyo sa magaling si Sherlock Holmes? Parang computer yung utak na yun. Tinitingnan niyo yung mga tao, magaling mag-observe. Okay? So that if you want to be a very good service person, you have to stop paying attention to yourself and only to the attractive people. Okay? You will have to learn to develop the power to notice and not just to see. There's a difference between seeing and noticing. Seeing is cursory, mabilisan. Notice is being able to catch it. Okay? And then I can do this. I can do this. Matagal ng panahon, meron kaming registrar na paglapit ko, academic VP na ako lang, ha? Paglapit ko, hindi pwede yan, ma'am eh. Sabi ko, ang druwang ito. Academic VP na nga ako, hindi pwede ito, ma'am. Paano pa kaya yung mga... Bakit ang unang sagot? Bawal yan, ma'am eh. Bakit hindi yung sagot? Teka, intindihin ko yung problema, ma'am. At hanapan natin ang solusyon. There is a difference in that attitude. If you're so nega, some people are nega. Di ba pag nakita mo pa lang sila, alis na ako. Kasi mga madamay ako nito. Okay? If your attitude, especially if you're a frontliner, you're dealing with so many people, is I can't do this, then you're not going to improve service in your department. I can do this. I can do this. Kaya nga yung Nike, di ba? Just do it. Okay? You can do this. Guys, magreklamo kayo, marami kayong problema sa J&G, ay marami din kami problema sa Ateneo. Okay? Ang kaalam nyo, galing-galing namin. Marami rin kami problema. Sikat kami ngayon, marami, nabaviral kami ngayon. Okay? Pero binaviral sa amin. Malaking mga problema yung nabaviral sa amin. So walang organization which has no problems. There are always many challenges. Unless you take on. Isipin nyo, ayoko na dito, pupunta ako dun sa ibang lugar kasi walang challenge. Sige, subukan nyo. Okay. Pareho pa rin yun. May challenges pa rin yun. Okay. So that you have to take on an I can do this attitude. And then, my pet peeve always. You want to be good at your job? You want to be service-oriented? Learn to read data. Get data. Okay. For instance, what is the process involved in getting a loan from Pag-ibig? What are the rules? Okay. When I file the report, is my report accurate? Did I check the facts? Before I submit it to Mr. Nang, did I double check the facts? Okay. Do I know the process exactly para hindi ako paikutan ng mga tao? So that you have to look at data. And for that, you have to read. You really have to read. It is going out of fashion. Reading is going out of fashion. Please, Filipinos, I always say, bakit tayo naiwan ng mga Singaporeans? Kasi galing naman tayo eh. Mas magaling pa tayo kung gugustuhin natin. Kaya lang mahilig tayo mag-bola. Hindi natin binaback up ng facts yung sinasabi natin. Okay. Sabi ng anak ko, na one semester sa Japan, sabi niya, Mama, ang galing namin gumawa ng PowerPoint presentation. Yung mga kon pangit yung kanila. Pero Mama, yung contents nila, ibang klaseng level. Okay. Sabi ko, totoo yun. Pag pumupunta ako sa international conference, ang galing natin sa presentation skills. Pero yung laman, na-verify kaya ito. Okay. So that if you want to be customer-oriented, you have to look at data. And you really have to read. So, am I asking for the stars? Sanayan lang yan. Parang sayaw yan. Okay. Just to summarize, this is the summary. And then I just wanted to say, how will you develop this? Parang ganyan, mag-exercise ako bukas. Sobrang taba ko na bukas. Okay-exercise ako. Saying it is not doing it. Okay? Saying it is not doing it. Take the first steps. Before you hesitate, get your shoes on, go and walk. Okay? You walk one day, you think you have it. Of course not. Do it repeatedly. Force yourself every day. Get those shoes on. Walk, even if you're sleeping. So, service orientation, parang exercise lang yan. Okay? You need 3 weeks to develop a habit. After 3 weeks, ipapasok na. So, mahirap sa umpisa. Kaya lang, maganda yung salitang Ingles eh. Dapat, tandaan nyo ha, tenacious. Dapat tenacious kayo. Okay? Isa lang tandaan nyo kay Angeles, tenacious. Okay? Dapat kulit na gagawin ng tama at gagawin ng magaling. Paulit-ulit, paulit-ulit. Okay? We are what we repeatedly do, not who we say we are. Yung pagkatao natin nadi-define sa ano yung ginagawa natin paulit-ulit. So, until it becomes a habit or a disposition. Tiyaga lang. Tiyaga lang. Matyaga ba kayo? Yes. Great. Okay. So, paulit-ulit ha, parang exercise. 3 weeks. Non-stop. Okay.